get 3.5 billion people on a global scale going. Why do we need 3.5 billion? That's the percentage of the democracies, the electing countries, where people are able to vote. So it's the electorate of each country. So his whole thing is that if we create a thunderous sound, not a whisper, but a thunderous sound about saving soil, then policymakers will hear this and they will feel empowered to do something about it. All this information that we've been talking about, you guys seen the science, you've seen about how much topsoil has been destroyed, how much little organic matter there is. I've just been seeing some statistics in Italy where you have all these beautiful vineyards. They only have 1% organic matter, which is the minimum needed. What we need is 3 to 6% organic matter in our soil. And this affects not just food production, but it affects the nutrition, which I think we could all say, right? The food doesn't taste the same. When you eat a tomato, my gosh, it doesn't even taste like a tomato. So we know already, experientially, we know that this isn't true. So this is creating that voice so that policymakers feel like, yes, we can do something about this. The people are behind us. The science has been here for decades and decades. What Save Soil is doing is creating the platform for all this information to come to the public knowledge. We've done this with trees, right? We didn't know much about trees as far as how much of a role they play in our ecology, maybe 15, 20 years ago. Only when people started speaking about it did we recognize, oh yeah, and now everybody understands that trees are very important. Sadhguru has this thing where he actually had this experiment with people where he had them in the middle of the summer in India sit out in the sunlight 11 o'clock in the afternoon to meditate. Well, they're all sweating and everything. And then once they got to a point where they were about to get up and walk away, he got them and he had them go sit under a tree. And then they were like, oh, this is beautiful. And he goes, this is all we need. Tree shade will help create this environment, right? So this is how he's been working on this. Once we get all this science known to everybody, so like the people know about trees, we need people to understand that soil is a huge aspect of ecology. I just heard a statistic. I need to go do the research for myself, but 40% of climate change can be affected by soil alone. 40%. Nobody's speaking about this. So it's simple. Soil does not have to do anything about right, left, center, what you believe, don't believe in, religion, creed, nothing. We all come from soil. We all will go back to soil. All our food comes from soil, and I'm assuming we all eat because we have a body. So this is about everybody. This isn't about one group of people or another. And this isn't about activism. This isn't about anything. This is just about creating education and awareness so that our policy makers feel like they're empowered to be able to make a change. Sadhguru is currently going on a journey. He started in London. I hope you guys have been able to follow it. If you haven't, it's been amazing. He has gone from, I'm sure I'm going to miss some cities, but London to the Netherlands, to Vienna in Austria, then he's gone to Slovenia, then to Rome. He's making his way to, he was in Berlin, he's making his way to Paris. Like this, he's going around Europe, then he's going to go through Northern Africa, and he's going to make his way to COP15.
On a motorcycle?
Yeah. On a motorcycle. 10,000, he's going 30,000 kilometers in 100 days at 65 years old. So it's incredible. He's been going through rain, 6 hours in the rain, like all this is on video. It's beautiful to see all this. But the reason why I think it's so important for us right now, even though it's a 100-day journey, between now and May 9th, it is so important for us to create the loudest awareness campaign and education we can, because he's on his way to COP15. COP15 is being sponsored by UNCCD, which is the certification arm of the UN. 170 countries will be represented there. And if he can go there with the voice of the people behind him, then they will be empowered to say, yes, let's make this something that we do, and we make an actionable policy around this. So between now and May 9th, as he's going on his journey, we should keep that same intensity going and make everybody aware of the idea of soil. We're not asking for money, we're not asking for anything, we're just asking for people's voices.
And then how do we show our voices to that group?
So there's a website, SaveTheSoil.org. You can see it on all the banners. There's a QR code as well too. If you go there, there's a button that says Action Now. And if you push on Action Now, you can become an Earth Buddy. So the unique thing about this too is, I think in the last few years this has happened, it's a digital movement, which is beautiful. That's why we can reach 3.5 billion people. It's a digital movement. So if you go there and become an Earth Buddy, they're just asking you to spend 10 minutes a day doing something on a social media platform. Anything. I know many of us are trying to stay away from it, but if everybody can use those social media platforms for all this negativity, we should be able to use it for all this positivity. So it's all of us to get on social media
That's Sarah?
and post it.
Oh,
10 minutes a day, and you make this aware to everybody. And then you ask them to make it aware to their network. So we don't just stop with us posting. You make sure that everybody else posts as well too. And like this, it will become a movement. So we're going now through the streets of Ann Arbor. I don't know all the routes or anything. I think she shared some of it. And we'll just keep continuing this and making people aware of it. And I brought a little